Well, we're back at the farm this morning and start dealing with this water. I'm hoping that boot dryer trick I tried last night there didn't just trip the breaker again and the power's out half the night here and it didn't do a thing. Let's go jump out and see what's going on. Yep, sure as fuck. Looks like the breaker tripped and there's no power to it now. So that didn't do a fucking thing. Let's go check the pump house. See if that breaker is tripped for sure. Yeah, son of a crap. She tripped. Well, this is how we'll unthaw the top of the bowl. But the main water line, like the water line itself underneath there, is going to be froze a long way down now. But we'll get this top going anyways. Unthaw the top this way. And then go from there. How's the west water? Oh, right on. It's froze too. Perfect. Got two waters to unthaw today. I got the diesel bullet going on this water now. Whenever I get this one going, I'll have to go fight with that west water. I'm not sure why it froze. I get why this one did, because the breaker popped, which that don't make sense either, but why'd the west one freeze? It's not even that cold. It's been way colder than this, and the west one never froze. Breaker's good on the west one. I just don't get it some days. And this sock I got on the end of the diesel bullet to, direct the flow of that heat right on top of the water bowl. All the thread ripped apart and the sock is wide open basically. It's not pushing that heat right to the bowl itself very good. So I got a auto parts store pricing one out for me if they can still get it. His dad got that sock quite a while ago. Might not even be able to get it anymore. And I'm worried if a guy uses normal thread, that'll just burn or something, because it's got to be able to withstand a lot of heat, because that thing gets awfully hot. Staple gun or something might work. Clamp it together that way. Or wire. Zip ties won't work, they'll melt. But it's sort of kind of working for now, I guess. I'm going to give that a while and get the top of it melted. The top of the bowl, and then make sure the breaker doesn't keep tripping. I don't know what's going on there. Then once the top's all melted out good, then we'll work underneath it and get the water flowing. Okay, unfortunately, the auto parts store does not have a new sock on hand. But they can get me one tomorrow for about $250, so I'm just going to buy another one. And then see if I can fix this one somehow with... I wonder if normal thread would work. I doubt it. I'm gonna go check on this thing. Okay, the top of the bowl's unthawed now. There's water in there. Diesel bullet got it all melted out. Even like under where the float is, that's all melted. It's all good to go. I just got to figure out a way to unthaw that main water line underneath the bowl there. How the hell am I going to do that now? Okay, something's going on. I just felt the element on that water there. And it's cold. It's not on. Let's check this breaker again. See, it must have tripped. No, breaker's good. Oh, I know what it is. It's because the diesel bullet was blowing on the bowl there. And the thermostat would have kicked out because the diesel bullet was, yeah, silly me. Okay, well, just gotta figure out how I'm gonna get that water line unthawed now. Smoking hot water. I think I've done that before. Poured it down there. Okay, I just got back from my house. I had some dinner. And I brought a few little thermoses of boiling hot water with me. I'm gonna trickle down that main water line. I've done that before. And sometimes that's just enough to get it flowing. And once it gets flowing, the calves will be thirsty and they'll want to drink, so it'll keep flowing for quite a while, and it should thaw it out pretty good. So, try and dick with that. Okay, I cracked the hose, took the hose off here. It's not froze there, obviously because the valve's shut. I'm pretty certain I got this hose all cleared. So unless the valve is froze, I think it's good to go. So I just got it all back together. I know this hose from here to here is not froze. I know this is not froze back of the, like there. So let's turn it on and see what happens. Yep, we're good. Okay, we'll turn this on, let these girls drink, and it'll be flowing for a while because they're thirsty. Right off. I'm just gonna sit here and watch out water. Before they started drinking it, it flowed right to the top of the bowl. It should have stopped flowing by then, or before then. So the float's not working, but I'm just hoping with the continuous flow of water, it'll be just enough to thaw out that float or whatever the hell's going on with the float now. Why didn't it stop flowing there? I'll let them drink and then take a look at it here in a second. Well, I figured out what was wrong with the float, why the water didn't stop flowing. I fucked up. When I had that diesel bullet going on the top there, pointing right down on it on this side kinda, there's insulation, styrofoam insulation on that topper, the float topper, and that's what's left of it. Melted it all to fuck. So the float was stuck. It couldn't move up anymore because the insulation was all caved in. And that's probably got to be insulated for this water to work proper, because the float valve is right on the top here. And there's two little holes inside there on that side for the heat to come up and keep that float valve from freezing. So without that float valve topper, with no insulation on it, it's probably going to freeze now. I got a brand new water at home I've been meaning to set up over by the pump house there, replace that old UFA one. And I think it's the same size as this water here, so I'm gonna have to run home and grab that float topper and put it on this one. And then order a brand new float topper later on when I set that other water up, hopefully this summer. But for now, hopefully they'll be drinking it enough because they're thirsty. It won't freeze, so. Oh man, I'm gonna have to run home right now and grab that float topper. I think that's the best bet, because if I don't put the new float topper on for the night, it might freeze. It might be froze by morning. We'll be dealing with this bullshit all over again. I'm gonna run home, grab the new float topper, put it on this water, and then this one should be good to go. The element is still hot. I could tell when I got back after dinner here, so that's all working. Go home, get the new float topper, put it on this one, and then go over to that other water for the cows and heifers and stuff. See when that one's froze. I'm gonna run home. Okay, I got the new float topper. It pretty much looks like it's the right one here. But that float is not set right. That's too full. I'm gonna have to readjust that float when I take that top off and put this one on. Readjust the float so it doesn't fill up so much. There, got the float adjusted properly. Float topper is on. We are good to go. Still trickling, but there's lots of room. You can see where the level used to be. So hopefully that'll be good now. Okay, so I just threw a big chunk of ice out of here. It was right underneath this part, so the float couldn't go down anymore. But it still don't make any sense why it's froze. You can see the elements on. So it's froze right in here. I'm gonna get I got a little thermos of hot water. I'm gonna trickle over this and see if it's just froze right here or further down. We'll try to pour some on right there. There she goes. Beauty! Well, this one was an easy fix. I still don't understand how that was froze at the float, the valve right there. That's weird. I mean, there was a piece of ice under the float so it couldn't drop down, but doesn't explain why it was froze. Maybe just the right wind last night or something. But it's good now, so there. All the waters are going. I was going to plow the driveway today, but for the time I fire up the Magnum, let it warm up, I'll just do it tomorrow. It's still 30 below. There's no rush to plow the driveway. It's passable. Get that done tomorrow, I guess. Well, that's good. Those girls can fight over the bulls can fight over that water for a while. Let's go check that other one where the calves are and make sure the float level on it's set right. Double check that. Yeah, I think we're good there. Even if it drips, it's got a long ways to fill up yet, so I still haven't given the calves oats for the day, so we'll do that now. Yeah, look at this sock. It's all the sewing ripped apart. It doesn't even do anything anymore. But I should have a new one tomorrow morning. I'll try. I don't know. Would you have to use certain thread on this? I don't know. I mean, it gets awfully hot. If you put your hand on it when it's running with your glove on, even it'll burn the fucking glove. I don't know. I got a new one coming either way, so. Yeah, the wife said the feed box quit working when I was gone to Cook City there, so I got a feeling the battery's dead on the old feed box truck again. So I'm gonna boost it for a while and get the calves oats that way, and then we can go plow my driveway tonight with the Ranger. It's parked in the garage, so it'll fire up no problem, and get my driveway plowed tonight. And tomorrow's project will be plow the farm driveway here and maybe even give some bedding to the calves and everything else. Wind blew pretty hard when I was gone, I guess, and we got some more snow. And they don't need to be fed yet. I give them enough feed for a couple more days yet, but maybe we'll bed everything tomorrow, see how it goes. Okay, I got the booster cables on the feed box truck there. Can you see them? See the red handle there? We'll let that boost for a while, warm up for a few seconds. It's still 30 below out there. It's cold. Okay, the calves got their grain for the day. That's good enough for here. I'm gonna go plow the driveway at my house. Let's go plow the driveway at my house. But before we take off, let's double check this west water. Make sure it's not overflowing or something silly. Nope. It is quite full though. Huh, well, I don't hear it trickling. I think it's good. We'll check it in the morning, I guess, and see what it looks like. It's not a lot of snow to plow in my driveway here, but we'll get her done. Most of it's down at this end of the driveway, drifted up a bit.